Oh. We're live. Hey.
Hey y'all, my goodness. How y'all doing? So I thank you guys so much for being here. We're rounding up towards the end of the season. So thank you guys for being here again. I say, my name is Victoria L. This is the Wedding Game, chapter 35. Let's shout it out to who's here. Cherie, you want to shout out to the people? You want to say hello? Okay.
Hey y'all.
Maggie, say hello to the people.
Hi, people.
Okay. And Tanya, say hello to the people.
Hey.
So, we had something planned, but where they at? I don't know. So I guess they'll let them in as they come, if they come. That's all I'm gonna say. So let's see who wants to tell us what we're talking about today. Maggie, because you asked earlier. So Maggie, Maggie, do you know?
I believe we are talking about today is how do you know if you're not settling in a relationship or settling in your relationship, husband, wife, whatever. But how do you go about understanding what you really want, or have you settled? And that is what we will be exploring today.
Okay, so who's gonna start?
So
let me call.
Don't we try to like give some examples of like?
Well, okay. Well, the only reason why, so settling is such a big word. Right. They use it and it has a very negative connotation, actually. It can be, depending on how you say it. So some people will be like this, oh, you ain't married yet because you ain't settling. You're right, I'm not. But not in that way, I'm not. But we're saying settling, sorry, Victoria, is saying settling like, if I know there's certain things that I require, which you should require in a relationship, certain things. Like deal breakers, if you will. If you don't know what deal breakers we have, go back to the other episodes. So, yeah. So, I mean, it's are you willing to be like, am I willing to say, okay, am I going to settle? What does settle mean? What does that mean? First of all, you have to say what it means to you. So settling for me means like, I'm not married yet, so I've been waiting this long. There's a reason why. There's a reason why, because it's not that I couldn't be married, but it's because I wanted a certain way. So I think there's a kind of gray area with the word settle, because some people do, quote unquote, settle, and they have a wonderful marriage. It is what it is. I guess it just depends on you. So it's an idea of like what it is that you will not break on. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what's gonna happen. This is why. And I know for me, my settling days, I did in the past. I let a lot of guys get away with a lot of stuff, but not now, not at 30. Like certain things, like I said, I require. Like you pay me attention, call me. You know what I'm saying? Like if we go out, it don't matter. It could be me or you, but you have to express the interest first. I require that. I'm not gonna be blowing you up. I don't do that. That's a requirement for me. You got to express your interest. That's in another requirement. You got to have a job, brother. That is something I ain't settling on. You gotta have a job, brother. Now, mind you, it don't matter if you get one or you lose it. We understand. We talked about that in the other ones. But right now, I'm not like off bat. You ain't got no job. I can't do that because I'm gonna be holding you up, and we're not doing that because then I become your mama and I ain't your mama. So that's kind of what I mean by settling. Like, would I settle with a man? Do I want a man with kids? Am I gonna settle on a man with kids? You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't mind people with kids. But actually, look at this. We got a man coming in. So as I speak about, he's gonna be lost when he comes in. But we're talking about settling. So men with children, it's okay. Just make sure you taking care of them. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Cherie, do you see any comments? You see hello? Have you chatted in the comments at all?
No, that's what I was about to tell y'all. I don't see it on Facebook.
I don't see us either. Wow.
It says we're live on Facebook, guys.
It does say it, but
it's not. We're live. We're broadcasting somewhere.
Okay, so since we're broadcasting somewhere, you got our numbers.
Actually, I'm looking dead at it. You are. You're live, guys. These are the bloopers. You're live.
Okay, all the bloopers.
I'm looking dead at it.
You see it on your Facebook?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
it's on your page, Victoria?
Yes, Tanya. Yep, you're on here now. Hey, Mr. Ant-Man. Hold on one
What's
second.
up?
You know you promised me. Hold on.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Can you see me?
You know,
Y'all see
you
me
already
yet?
know.
No.
You promised me, sure.
No, I don't see you. I don't
I
even know.
see it, but guys, just so you know, you're live. Just keep going. Who wants to talk about
That
settling?
is hilarious.
Oh, Mr. Ant-Man. We're talking about settling.
Victoria,
Yes,
Victoria, is there a way for you to tag us in the post?
not this way, no. Because right
Not
now
right
I'm
now.
on this one. I can't right now.
Okay.
Interesting.
I can see y'all. I don't even, oh, there he go.
Anthony.
What's
I don't
up?
even see any comments.
Hey, Maggie, can you see the comments?
No, we can't see it. Mm-mm.
We don't
Okay.
even see it live. So
Okay, well then I guess I'll have to do the comments. Keep going.
it's
I can see it.
So Ant-Man, the cat, we're excited to see you. Thank you for showing your face today.
Yeah.
Topic of discussion was settling, or how do you know if you're settling in a relationship, or is it really just that you evolved as a person? So the things that you thought you might have been settling for in your 20s, it's really not settling, but you found something else that you like or something of that nature. So that is the topic today.
Mhm.
All
Do you
right.
Okay, so Mr. Ant-Man. Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to introduce yourself? We'll know you. We do,
Oh,
but we don't.
well, I'm Ant. You know, I go by Ant Man. Ant Man is that's my artist name. I'm an artist, y'all. That's what I do. So,
What kind of artist?
I'm a visual artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do paintings,
Mhm.
murals. I've done tattoos. I actually at the studio right now, but yeah, all sorts of creative stuff.
okay.
Okay, that's wonderful, and we
Mhm.
appreciate you coming. I don't know what Solomon is. I guess he said tag you're it. He
Right.
wants you to go. He set out. I don't know.
I actually told somebody else though that should be joining in soon. He told me, y'all, you know, if I had somebody else, another homie or something that might be willing to do this. And
That's
So
so
tell us.
good.
So you have to tell us a
we'll
little bit
see.
about
We'll
you.
see.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and ask you then.
Okay.
So, are you currently single?
Yes. Nothing's
Okay.
changed since the last conversation.
You're right. I remember last time anything could happen overnight. I just
You
want
right.
Yes, and
Anything
I
can happen.
believe her.
it could
Definitely.
happen, child. So, I just want to know. Okay, so you're single. So, are you actively dating? Maybe
Not really, no.
it's okay. All right. Thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
Right.
We just appreciate you being here. We're not gonna be dabbing at you. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Nah,
we done. We gonna talk about
I'm
ourselves.
done. I just want to introduce Mr.
try
Ant.
not to let any of my answers disappoint you if you know.
Oh no.
Right.
It's not disappointment. We just appreciate you being here. And you know what I'm
Word.
saying? It doesn't matter. You good.
Cool.
As long as you ain't
Right.
disrespectful, you good. I'm just fine. We good.
Well, we good then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
It's an open and honest conversation, right?
it is
Right.
with women and men. That's what we're trying
Okay.
to do. So,
Right.
who would like to go next?
So
I'll
let me
go.
about
I'll
settle-
talk.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll talk. Since we're talking about settling. Okay, so I guess I don't want to say I'm settling, but I find that each situation as it presents themselves with different guys, I find that it's like a give and take on certain issues. That a guy or I might be presented with when we're dating. Like right now, y'all know how I was last season. That's how I am this season.
Yep. Cutting them off. Nope. Yeah.
I was kind of a little, like no. I was very guarded. I should say that I was very guarded. So this go round, I see myself, and I wouldn't say I was settling, but I've kind of let my guard down and like, okay, let me take a step back on a couple of things. If y'all know my experiences a month or whatever so ago, I went out with a guy, excellent And you know, I might have been like, well, I don't know if it was settling, but we just went to the park. Like, he didn't really spend no money on me. It was literally just like a meet and greet to kind of see if we were feeling each other. Like, I guess that's where I am now with trying to feel my way out, like get to know you more so mentally than to be like, okay, I'm waking up every morning and you just texting me, good morning, how's your day going? Like, I just find that kind of redundant. So I'm trying to do things different. I'm trying to change certain habits that I found myself doing in dating. Like, one guy now is kind of long distance. And before, Victoria probably could tell you, I used to be like, oh, no, I ain't doing no long distance. Number one, I need you present and relevant. So, I've kind of changed my ways even with that, you know, because I feel like if I'm getting to know you on a more personal level, on a more intentional level, you will take time to get to know me. And then as you're getting to know me, I feel like you will make more time to actually see me and see where we go from there. So I've kind of just been, and I don't think that's settling. I think I've just kind of, you know, changed my views on certain things.
Well, let me ask you this. I gotta ask you about that guy. Is he gone? Is he around still?
Who?
No, the one that you went out, with, and you know, y'all met up or whatever. He's still around?
He's a no. Okay.
Because why? Because why? You would not settle. Because you weren't gonna settle. That's why. You weren't settling.
Because he was in transition.
Exactly. So then I ask you this: would you settle on a guy in transition?
No.
Okay. So all right. I just want to know. You know.
But you know what? Victoria, let me back that up.
Okay.
Because you know I got a new dude. Let me just reel y'all in. Okay. New dude. And I'm trying to word it right so he don't feel offended. I would say he in a bit of a transition. Now he's not in a career field that I would say is a full-time job. So he's waiting on a job that's like a career-wise job. So I would say he's kind of more in transition. I think it's just how it got presented. Like the other homeboy, he was in transition between houses, and I was like, oh, what I'm gonna do there?
But the one with the job, who you said he's working now, I mean, is he able to take care of bills and take care of stuff?
See, yeah, but it's not. Yeah, he does. He still pays his bills and stuff like that, but he's just not in a field. I mean, I would call that transition because he's not in his career. He's waiting on a job. He's still looking for a job. So
in other words, there's levels to transitions.
Exactly. Yeah. He's basically doing a side job to pay his bills and things like that. So he's in a transition like that, Maggie, if I were to say it like that.
How old is he?
39, almost 40.
Okay. Next, who's gonna answer?
So he was in the midst of getting hired.
Can y'all hear me clearly? I feel like I'm.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Go ahead.
We can hear you, Maggie.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna take it from the connection standpoint of once you've experienced a great connect, like you connect with people differently. Even us as sisters and friends, we have different connections. And so when we're out here dating, you connect with people differently. And Victoria, I know she hates me saying it, but I'm all about friendship as a foundation of a relationship. And when you have really found a friend that you like can kick it with no matter what, you connect on so many different levels, it's like you want that. But as you're out here meeting other people, and you don't feel that connection or bond, it's different. And it's like, wait, now that I've tasted what a true friendship, y'all vibing feels like, and we're not together, then am I settling if I don't have that same friendship and connection with somebody else? And so that has been on my mind recently, like, oh, very interesting. So am I just mad that I don't have that great friendship with the other guys I'm talking to? Or do I really have to look at it as can he provide? Is he a protector? Is he spiritual? Is he God? Like, all the other things that friendship connection will grow and come, but you can't focus on that. There are other things that you need to focus on and can build with. And right, it's probably not just one you can connect with. I think Victoria often says, is it Pastor Mark that told us from growing up, there's not just one, right? There could be multiple, but it's who you choose to connect with and your purpose. And when y'all lock together, what does that look like? So I've been dealing with that and thinking through that a lot about, just because I have a great friendship and connection with you and I don't have it with maybe the person I end up dating or being with, is that settling or not? Right. So yeah, that's where
it depends on who you doing it against. Settling against for who? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's by whose standard?
Right. You mean settling on the friendship part, Maggie?
Yeah, explain a little bit.
So like, if you feel like you vibe with somebody, love spending time with somebody, but then you're dating two other guys, and you're like, you don't have that tight bond, but then, okay, the one you over here vibing with doesn't want a relationship, so you're not going to sit over here and continue to explore what that could be because they already told you they don't want a relationship. So then you go explore other avenues, and you're like, ugh, I don't vibe as much as you as how I was vibing with him, but you know what? That's okay, because what my purpose and goal is, ultimately, I want to have that God-fearing relationship, commitment, marriage, family, not over here just having fun willy-nilly out in the streets, right? So it's what's your purpose. And I feel like in this season, I'm growing and saying, we have to be intentional, Maggie, right? As
yes,
I'm talking
right.
about
Intentional.
So yeah, I am is it settling or not? No, Maggie. It's not settling. I just answered my own question talking to y'all. It's not
you did
settling.
You sure
but Maggie, let me ask you this. Is that a true friendship that you have with the person that you're vibing with if you want something more?
Oh, yeah, I definitely think it's a friendship. I definitely think it's a true friendship. That doesn't mean you need to be in a relationship just because you're great friends. And so that's when you realize, okay, time to, if we're not going to go down that path, right, we can still remain friends, but now I know, and we don't here.
See,
I guess what I'm questioning is, I would beg to differ. I would beg to differ, because what I have realized is, and now this is just me, Maggie, this is why I beg to differ. The guy who I wanted a friendship with, I also wanted so much more. And for me to keep saying, we could just be friends, there's no way I could suppress those feelings enough to only just be friends. So I had to for a moment to really cut all ties, because cut those friendship ties, because I was truly suppressing the other feelings that I wanted that was more than a friendship. And he clearly didn't want a relationship. So I just found myself either always mad, while I enjoyed the good times, found myself, just like, what, man? Or I was either trying so hard to either make it go to the next level, or either, I was either mad. I was either trying to force it to make it go to the next level, or I either find myself mad, like, hey, we vibe so much. Why you just don't want me? Why you don't want to be with me? So then, now that I done cut homeboy off completely, I'm like on another tip. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to, when I feel like my spirit is ready, I can open that door to a true friendship, because I find myself always just wanting to do more. So that's why I just asked that, you playing, it's a fine line between friendship and what's the other word?
I understand completely what you said.
And wanting more.
I was
But
exactly
what was the
where
part
you
more
were.
in fellowship? Okay, on a different level, friendship and
No,
fellowship.
Close,
I
intimate
was
fellowship. Yes.
exactly where you
Right.
are. And what is it called? It's called healthy boundaries, right?
Right,
You gotta
right,
set those
right.
healthy boundaries because I definitely
Yeah.
spiraled, went off, not went off, but went off. And
That's
so
what
you
I'm
definitely
saying.
have to take a step back
Girl,
and you have to create those healthy boundaries. So I am there.
Yeah.
So to your point, you have to step back, do what you have to do, and then
hello.
say, okay,
Let them off.
we have a friendship.
Girl, I did. Let me
I'm
tell you,
telling
I
you.
got a happy Thanksgiving text. Girl, I got a happy Thanksgiving from homeboy, and I was about to open that door back up. I said, "No, sir, it's not healthy for
Don't.
me to."
It's not healthy. Don't do
I had
it.
to just
Look
go
dead at it and
that, honey. I
push it.
couldn't even respond back because I knew I was gonna open that door again. I was either gonna be mad, I was either gonna be at his beck and call when he needed me.
Right.
Honest, you know what I'm saying? Because we love hard, even in
We do.
friendships. I feel like we love very hard. And if somebody comes to us who we feel like are friends and in a time of need, or if they be like, "Oh, let's just hang out." Oh, hang out. You sure you want to hang out, or is this a date?
Dang.
Girl, I couldn't even get a happy Thanksgiving text up, and I was like, "No, boo boo, you're not gonna."
But that's because, and guys, we're not saying that to say men out there, including my brother Ant-Man. We're not saying it to say you can't send us a happy Thanksgiving text. We're not saying that. What we're saying is that guy has a lot more baggage and weight with his happy Thanksgiving. You live in the same city, brother. You can't come back with a mask. Okay, I'm just saying.
I ain't talking to you
We're not talking about the men. We talking about the men. We're talking about in general with this specific. And sometimes I think sometimes this too, when y'all were talking, Magdalene, Tanya, when y'all were talking, I said sometimes us women, now I'm not talking for all, but some that I know, we say let's be friends just to cover or protect what we really want. So like, we friends, with knowing good and well, I ain't trying to be nobody's friend. They know, all of them can tell you. All of them can tell you, Tanya, we say it all the time. I don't need no new friends. I say it all the time. But that don't mean that I'm trying to get married tomorrow. I'm just saying my intention is to get to know you to eventually be more than a friend. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. Oh, okay, Mr. Amy, you
That's
gotta
right.
talk. You need to talk, sir. Go ahead. What you think?
Well, I was about to say, actually, yeah, that was really good scenarios I could relate to. But what I want to say is, y'all, I'm gonna cut out for a second because I'm trying to get the other guy on here. He's trying
Okay. Wait, hold on, wait. See, we're at a good place. You promised me you come back?
Oh, I'm coming back. Yeah.
Okay, I just need to know. I need to know since we you know, he keeping his word. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Go ahead, Sheree.
To your point, that female perspective, we cannot lie to ourselves, right? Just like you said,
right.
Tanya said, we're depressed, and that cap finally bust. And so now I have revelation and epiphany and healthy boundaries. So we can't lie to ourselves. We have to be 100 with us. Forget them.
That's right.
Honest with ourselves.
We do, and it's okay to be what you know. Okay, there's a slight line between you expressing me expressing interest and me being thirsty. I'm not being thirsty. I'm just letting you know that I'm looking for a relationship. So that's why it's important to find the right guy. Because if you find the right guy, he's not gonna think that you're being thirsty. He's gonna be like, I appreciate you being honest, and we're gonna go from there. So you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Sheree. I'm sorry.
Y'all good. I was
Sheree, go ahead, give you a little
tea, girl. Sheree, have you found yourself settling in certain aspects?
In certain aspects, no. Because I think I'm already hard off jump. So before now, y'all know me. Like it was you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. Deuces, bruh. Like 3 months, you out of there. Like it was me cutting them off. Like I didn't have like dudes that was like, oh, you know, I felt like I wanted to be, and let me take that back. I had one. We always got that one that we linger. Okay.
Yes.
I linger for the wrong reasons, but at the same time, I knew why I was lingering. and I chose to linger. So it is what it is. But for me, I think I'm so hardcore off jump. I kind of don't settle, and in a sense of like I don't settle with my deal breakers. So those are deal breakers. So it's a no go. If that ain't on your list,
you gotta go.
Deuces. So I don't. Yeah, I can't say that I have settled. That's just, but that's just me because we all know how I dated, and I know how you guys dated, and we say this all the time that I'm always the one that has a man over here, or had, not now, okay, had a man over here, a man over there. Like I had friendships all across the board.
Because you were forky. You were forky.
Right. I had friendships, but at the same time, I had those boundaries that you guys are now setting with these men. Because we've had these conversations before when I'm like, y'all need to cut this dude off. Like, why are you still here? Why is she doing this? So, yeah, I think that's just where I differ. So for me, settling is almost like
Interesting.
I feel like I had better boundaries and I let them go.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, because Sheree and Maggie, y'all was very similar.
Y'all are. It's y'all two. I'm telling you, when I think about this thing, and we talk all the time, we like, it's y'all two and us two. We like,
right.
Very similar.
Yeah, I got very.
Right, and that happens. Just like I'm like, I had my one, like you have those boundaries, and I was strict with my boundaries. It was like, stop, like you can't persuade me. Like that's not gonna happen. Like my feelings, but that's the thing. My feelings weren't invested. Like I wasn't invested. Like you were invested. Like my feelings came after. Like, but that's with my, you know what I'm saying, my history, my past, my childhood. So that's why my emotions weren't put out on Front Street for anybody. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I'm thinking that, like for me, it's always gonna be a little different.
Well,
but where men might tell you, right, I don't know where I stand with you. That's that whole emotional where guys used to say, I don't know if you really like me or this or that and the other. So I tried to work on me and be a lot more expressive and got caught up. So it's like,
no, but see, hold on. Maggie, let's speak about it for 2 seconds. You feeling like you got caught up, right? Because you were being more expressive. Because people who know Maggie. She, you know the outside Maggie. You know the outside Maggie, just like, hello guys, hi, yes, oh hi, Miss such, hey, you know that. But where I'm about to say he was in here, but he'll be back. Oh, there he is. Hey, Mr. Tay.
Tay, he made it.
Okay, so
we got some new people. Okay. Hey.
So Maggie, I think that what I keep trying to express to you and to everybody else, if you're in a situation and you feel like, dang, I did what I had a problem doing, I'm doing better now, I'm good, and you feel like, oh, it's over now. No, it's actually the beginning, because now you can go back to where you were. The person was just used as an instrument to show you that you can go where you needed to go.
I received that. Thank you.
I like that,
Mr. Victoria.
I'm telling you, I don't. The guy, the girl, whatever, was used as an instrument to show you that you could do it.
Oh,
so let him go, bye. He'll be back anyway, but bye.
I like that. Because I feel like that was well said.
Yeah. Okay, so can you introduce us to your friend?
Oh, that's Tay. Tay, he can introduce himself.
Okay.
Tay.
Mr. Tay. Okay.
But
so when he comes back, I think. Okay, go ahead. It's your turn.
I was just gonna piggyback on what you just said. I feel like the reason why I feel like that was a good point, because to me, I feel like we've allowed this thing to get a lot more complicated than it has to be. Going back to what
thing? What you talking about? What thing?
All what we saying. Maggie and Tanya, I supported certain points that y'all brought up, and I feel like that's just what happens when the communication is just not straight up from the jump. Like I guess like I feel you on being guarded, because I am too, but I've gotten to that point where I'm a lot more open than I used to be as well. And
Yeah,
I
me
feel the
too.
vibe thing. So to me, that's what I look for, and that's just it. And I have no problem communicating anything else, uh,
So you communicate up
because like
front.
I feel like we have to get to know each other. I don't really understand the dating game too much anymore. I'm pretty much out the loop on that because I feel like you meet
That's
someone,
right.
you vibe,
It's changed.
and if you want to get to know each other, it's usually it works out, and what I'm saying, in some sort of fashion. And at one point though, at some point though, you both have to be as adults. Like you, it might sound bad, but it's like you compartmentalize things. It's like once you realize, like, okay, what this person might actually be around me for. That's why I said I agree with what you said. Like certain things you do learn from people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. So the thing is, you said that about the waiting game, you don't know much. Hello, nobody knows.
Exactly.
Except the ones that are married. And then
It's
when
a
they're
whole
married,
new,
and
it's
then
a
when they're
whole
married,
new ball game.
and when they're
I'm
married, they
telling
gotta learn the marriage game.
Yeah.
So
That's
you understand what I'm saying?
there
Like,
you go. And there you go. So there's always gonna be room for growth.
yes.
No matter what you're doing. So that takes having an open mind and open heart. Like when you're in that journey, with somebody, or if you're not with someone, what I'm saying.
So as you get older, Ant-Man, do you find yourself settling on certain things or no?
See, I used to think that way, but I don't feel like it's settling anymore because I feel like everything is just kind of groomed me to be better. And I just keep pushing forward that way, So I feel like when that point comes, settle down, maybe in the sense of, having a family, but I don't think it'll ever be settling. You know what I mean? It's gonna be something about it what I was yearning for, or what I was striving for the whole time.
I like that.
That's right.
Right.
Okay. That was pretty good. Thank you for being honest.
Yes.
Okay, so then I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna just see because I think let me just massage it a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
So like deal breaker, since you missed that one. So a deal breaker, will you date a woman with children, multiple children?
Multiple. It depends on the situation, but I would say yes. I would give a non-hesitant yes if you have a child. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Tay's face.
Come on through.
I'm here and there with it. As a person who doesn't have any kids, I just don't think it would ever be fair. I'm a pretty, I'm gonna say I'm selfish, but I like a degree of attention, and it's a mother's job to be a mother first, and I wouldn't want to even have to put a woman in that position. And I've been there before, and I tried to make it work, and it's I mean, I'm not the type to never. I wouldn't say never. I would never say never. But
What's your cutoff?
One kid is cool. Because I like to date seriously if I am dating. And if I gotta distribute the attention between two kids, that's just a lot to deal with. So this is just me personally. One kid, and then I don't date without purpose. Like I don't just like date thinking I'm not be in the kid's life. So if I am gonna date, I would, it would be easier to be in one kid's life than a couple. And then you got baby daddy issues. It's just a bunch to deal with. So like one is cool.
You gotta tell the truth, child. You gotta tell the truth.
You better tell them.
Tell the truth.
I used to think
if I had kids
about that selfish. Like if you have to be a father first, right? And good fathers are
yes, thank you for saying that.
But
I ain't even thought about it that way.
I used to think that way. Yep.
Right. 2 of us have kids and 2 of us don't.
Yes.
Okay.
So
and if I had kids, it'd be totally different.
Right. Exactly. I think that's legit. I don't think that's being selfish. I think you're thinking about it in a way, you're putting others first. to be honest.
That's a mature way to think about
the mother, right?
That's
And the child before
good.
Your own stuff. So yeah,
Right.
we feel you.
But I can't lie, like I love a good mother, you know what I'm saying? A chick who's, you know, on point, she got her kids, and if she's got it all, if she's got it figured out and she can compartmentalize like dating me and being a mother, then cool. You know, but I like to set myself up. I like to go with the path of least resistance. You know?
Okay.
Tell the truth.
Right.
On it in there.
So, okay, let me ask you this, Mr. Tay. So you said you're dating with intention. That's awesome. Do you think that what is your idea of settling? Like, okay, say, you know, everybody has their own, you know, opinion about settling, but how do you feel about settling? Like, would you settle with a girl that you never thought that you would be with, and then you found her, you're like, oh my God, this is it. Like, would you settle? Are you okay with that?
No, but compromise is cool. Compromise is fine.
Right.
But as far as settling, there's no point really, because you're gonna eat yourself up afterwards about what you're settling about, and I'd rather not live with that regret. I don't know. I think it's just a matter of being upfront, but I will compromise on certain things. Like if it's you know, like the kids thing, like, you know, I can't say 100% of the time I wouldn't date a woman with kids, or like certain races, or you know, yeah, it just depends. But as far as like dating somebody who has flaws, like I wouldn't date somebody with a bunch of flaws. Like,
okay.
I wouldn't date somebody with a bunch of flaws. Like a couple is fine. A couple is fine. We all human.
Just a few.
Human.
Just a few.
Yeah. If you got like a manageable amount of problems, then you know that's fine, because it should be a partnership. And I don't know. It's a funny story that recently happened to me with this chick that I was interested in a little while ago.
Okay,
and
we want to hear it.
She ended up having kids with some dude. She kind of played me to the left a little bit, and I was a little, you know, I was like, oh man, that sucks, but you know, whatever, that's your choice. So anyway, she gets with this dude, has a couple of kids. Well, she has twins with him. And then she comes to find out this dude is like a psycho. He's like horrible. Bad dude, got her situation all messed up, hacking her phone. It's a really weird situation. And then after the fact, after she's going through all this, she tried to hit me up and like give me the time. And it's like,
I was wondering. I was going to ask that.
Oh, you missed your window. You totally missed your window. And settling in my head would be like still talking to that chick after all that happened.
Oh, that's settling bad.
Let me ask you this: could you even be her friend?
We can be cool.
Yeah. No,
but you know, guys are different. Guys are different.
I'm not obligated.
You could be friends.
I'm not obligated to help you as a friend. As a partner in a relationship, it's a little bit more responsibility for you.
So you would still go out and hang with her, knowing that she has psycho.
So it's a different definition for men.
It's a different type of hang. Like I wouldn't.
There you go. A different type of hang.
But he said he'll be cool with her. He ain't say we friends. We cool.
Correct.
Cool. We ain't like going out and being seen in public and you know talking on the phone. Like, yeah, we're just not beefing. I'm not. You know, there's no negative will towards you, but like we definitely can't be as cool as we could have been had things gone the way I initially tried to set it up.
Right.
But
I love this. I love having y'all on.
Because I want them to be honest. And you guys are, no matter what we say, just keep on saying it. Because to me, I think it's actually better. I think he left. He'll be back. I think he just left. Or something was going on with his connection. But I think it's better, like when you can actually do. Now you see, hold on, let me just say this. And see, it ain't that bad. You coming on. We not bashing nobody. We listening.
No, it's real. Yeah, this real convo. I mean, I love it.
We're just talking. And it's sad that so many people are not willing to have these conversations.
This is true. That's very true.
They're not willing, and to each his own. But I feel like I'm like, how you gonna get to know what you want until you talk about it?
Right.
This is true.
So,
this is true.
That is
I feel like we all have different lives that we lead. We all do different things for a living. So this puts you in different atmospheres. So now that's a variable that actually, whether you want to admit it or not, has something to do with some of these people you even meeting and being involved with along the way. So, just being aware of all that just kind of helps, you know what I mean? So you can kind of just like slow it down. That's how I like to do. Just keep it simple, slow it down. You know what I mean? Where you can do things at a pace that makes sense anyway. So you're not making decisions in a, too hastily, I guess. Too fast. You giving people time to show their true selves, because like, come on, like, we were wearing masks before we were wearing masks. You feel me?
Oh, true that.
So you just gotta, like, I disconnected.
Oh, welcome back.
Hey, we see you.
It happens with this whole virtual world. It's fine.
Right. The connectivity.
Cool.
Right.
So, okay, let me ask you, the guys. Let me ask the guys something. How do you approach women? I'm gonna take it turn a little corner real quick. Because we talked about this in the past, so since we got you, I just want to know. How do you show your interest? Since you just said, how about Tay, you start, because you were talking about that girl. So how did she know that you were interested?
All right, well, I stepped out of my comfort zone and was a little more direct. Like I actually told her, like, hey, I actually, because we had met once or twice and we had, kind of hung out. And the first time it was kind of like a passing type of thing. Like she came to my house to, I don't know, I can't remember. It was something from my roommate, and I saw her and I was like, oh, wow. I kind of like, signaled or like waved or was like friendly, but we didn't really talk. She was like in and out. She was on the way doing something. But, after a couple interactions, we kind of just talked. Like, I don't make it too, I try not to be too, what's the word? I try to be a little bit under the radar. Like, I try to be casual more so. Like, I don't want to seem like, hey, let's, I try to, and sometimes it depends. There's no like set way. It really depends on the woman, for real. Like, because some girls are with, the reckless approach, and some girls are with the, kind of sly, kind of working around things type of approach. It really just depends on the environment. Like if you're in a club or something, you got to be a little bit more witty than the next dude, because it's a club and it's a bunch of dudes in there shooting their shot. So you just got to be a little bit more smooth. But let's say a lot of the time when I do successfully establish a connection with women, it's like at work. So I'll be like doing something for work, and while I'm doing that, we'll be talking. And I do tattoos, so it's a pretty open process, and you learn a lot about the person in the experience. And I'll get to talking, they get to talking, and that's pretty much just how it goes. And it'll be like a lot more conversational. You can like pick someone's brain a little bit more.
Right.
So those are the two instances. Like as far as like being out in the street, and you just see somebody walking in the opposite direction, I'm about to like turn around like Chris Brown and just like, hey, excuse me, miss. Like,
let that lady be. Let her go handle her business.
You kind of charge it to the game. It's like, damn, she was beautiful.
And keep it moving.
Hey, keep it going.
Yep, keep moving.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know,
You
I
get
think
an
it depends on the
opportunity
guy.
to let her
Some
know
guys,
that. You let her know
some
that's
guys
not
will
good.
stop. Some guys will be like, hey. And,
Yo, I'm waiting to see when it worked. Like I'm waiting, like the day I
Right.
see it happen. I just want to
Exactly.
see it work. It's gonna
I
blow
mean,
my
'cause most of
mind.
the time the women
It's
just
gonna
walk
blow
by
my
and be like,
mind.
The
but
woman that does work for, do you really want her?
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know, man.
well, all
She's a little
right.
too available. You know,
Ooh.
I
too
love it.
available. She was like jumping for it. That's not
Wow.
even. There's no finesse to that at all.
Right.
Nobody
Wow.
goes for the old construction worker cat call, man. You gotta have
Yeah,
real low
that's the cat
self-esteem for
call.
that.
People still do that.
Man,
Oh, they do.
Some
your
girls still
self-esteem
look
gotta
too.
be real
They
bad.
do. They do.
Some girls like that attention or
There
thrive
it
off
is.
of
The
that attention.
attention. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Ant-Man, what you think? How does somebody know
So
that
Ant
they're
Man, approach.
huh?
Yeah.
How do they
All
approach?
right. So to
Do you approach them?
so like Tay was saying, I'm very much the same way because what I do, my lifestyle, like I first of all, like I'm just always focused on whatever it is that I'm doing, like for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Whatever project, whatever money I need to make, whatever I need to make happen. So a lot of times when I do meet uh women, when I meet chicks, it's within my world. I've just got to be honest with you. It's within the realms of what I'm operating. So usually it's let it happen a lot more. It's more organic. It's not too many situations where where I'm going out my way. Yeah.
Is it because you want to make sure you don't get rejected?
It probably started that way when I was way younger, but like now it's just like it just makes sense because like, anything that's too much outside of that realm is probably not really what I'm, looking for anyway. So it's all good either way.
Interesting.
However, on the times where I'm trying to think of a time where yeah, it's really kind of hard to think. The last time it was just straight up approach. I mean, that's probably been out maybe at some bar or club. But my thing about that, usually I could get the number and we talk for a second, but I genuinely don't be interested. See, it's like that's not enough for me. Like I can't. It's like there was nothing to really strike my intrigue about you that much besides just straight physical at that point. So it's just like at that point, like I could talk to you just the next day and really just kind of just lose interest real quick and just get back to doing my normal shit.
Well then.
Right.
Yeah, it's sad, but
No, it's not. It's real. So
Right.
very true. It's just real. Yeah.
Have you ever tried online?
I've tried the online thing too, but that's definitely shit. Nah. I ain't got enough energy for it. Like to follow up and see this and nah, I just don't.
Okay.
Internet just isn't the way. It's not the way to do that.
Okay.
You can't like really know a person off of the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's just too many
definitely where you
too
would
many
meet them.
filters.
Yeah, for us to
Yeah.
You meet
it's
them and
just
try to get to know them.
I don't know how much like it's weird for me. It's just like I guess it's a trust thing because it's like I don't know how much they actually investing into this for real. That's authentic on their side. Like so, it's like how much can I really give of authentic me? It's like I don't know.
Okay.
So you
A
don't
part of me
believe
is mild. Oh, my bad.
No. Go.
I was about to say a part of me is mildly traumatized from internet dating because you can't smell somebody on the internet.
Oh damn.
So are you saying that you met someone that had a smell issue?
Okay. Absolutely. And it wasn't like a hygiene. It wasn't a feminine, like, it wasn't that.
Oh no.
It wasn't that. It was a general cleanliness issue. Like, it was the whole the whole
Months.
house was bad. The whole house was bad. She was she worked the angles to her advantage. She did have a smell, but it was because the whole house had a smell. And it was just
on the show.
Right.
It was awkward. It was real awkward. It was bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's like if that can be avoided, I'll just I'll meet somebody in person, you know. And then the internet is just so there's just so many ways to mislead people via the internet. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can literally just say, and you can say anything and like broadcast yourself in any type of way. So I don't know.
So basically, hold on. Well, then let me ask you this: not just online dating, but we talking about Facebook too, because Facebook is just exactly what you just said. People broadcast themselves the way that we see. Is it better on Facebook than it is via online platform like Match or Tinder or POF or whatever? Do you think that's different?
They all kind of equally terrible, in my opinion.
Instagram too. Throw it out there.
Yeah, I feel like you can use any of those platforms for that.
All them things.
Exactly.
All of them, even LinkedIn. You hear me?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man.
Even though it's supposed to be, you know, for work, it happens to where all social media has become hookup dating. That's just what
it's like fishing in different seas or oceans, you know.
So you guys are against online dating? Okay. He's traumatized.
Personally,
well, no,
but if other people can make it work, then
yeah, more power to those that make it work. I've heard great experiences. You know, I've heard.
Yeah, some people get married. Some people.
I know people.
Some people got married off of the internet.
So. Yes, exactly, for sure. Like,
that's lovely.
I know this.
It's lovely for them. Yes.
That's beautiful.
I've actually admitted though that like a big part of it is definitely me, like just how I'm just don't really work out. Yeah, my brain is maybe that's something else I'm growing at too, learning too. Maybe I gotta open up virtually. I don't know, but that might take some time.
Well,
man, I'm just thinking about the whole.
This is a new era of dating.
It is. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean,
do people still do the relationship status thing on Facebook? Is that still a thing?
I think so.
Some people still got it on there.
Perfect question. We talked about this the other day.
I mean, half the time, some of them.
Some people
really do. Are y'all really reading that and looking at that?
Right, because I know I don't. Oh, but
I can't lie. I'm going to be very honest.
Well, yeah.
Depending on the person, depending on who the person is, if I'm interested, I will, but not interested in them, but just want to, do a little bit of, looking. I will see, like, what does it say? Does it say that because if he married and it say single, we got a problem.
Right, like in that aspect, yes. Because I had somebody try to holler, and I'm just like, see, you got a whole girl on your page, like
on your page.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Right, like no.
Some people.
I can't lie. Part of me would be interested in the idea of meeting a woman that's so phenomenal to where I would actually log on to Facebook, because I don't even use Facebook like that. But I would actually, or just on any social media platform, like to just post them. Because if you post somebody you're dating, you kind of just I don't want to say you're jinxing it, but broadcasting your private business to a bunch of people, you're kind of doing the most. And low key, you don't know how safe your relationship is until you post it on social media. If you post it on social media and it doesn't disintegrate, you might just you might be onto something. But if you post it like too early, like if you jump the gun, it's embarrassing. It can be embarrassing.
Well, I definitely wouldn't post nobody that I was just dating.
Right, I wouldn't either.
No,
it would definitely have to be a committed relationship.
Oh, I was about to say.
But even
I'll wait till marriage.
Even marriage is still fishy.
But that's
even
that's
people
the marriage itself. Like that ain't got nothing to do with
even
Facebook.
marriage.
That's the marriage and the people itself.
Yeah, it's the people. Yep, if you fishy with or without the title, that's who you are.
Right, that's who you are.
Regardless.
Like I'm with you on that. Like I wait till I'm married. Then y'all know who Sheree out here dating.
They'll know. The people who you want to know will know.
Right.
Exactly. The people who are around you and really know you will know.
Right.
That's how I feel as well.
Else needs to know. It's all good.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly.
Okay, so we pretty much covered the whole settling thing, and most everybody said no. Or they said depends on what settling is, and people have grown from bye-bye to maybe, whatever that looks like. So that's a good thing.
Compromise was a good word.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Compromise.
Yeah, it is. It is. And you know what? Somebody told me this the other day about settling. She says, don't look at it as settling. Just say that you're rearranging your priorities. I said, okay, I'll do that.
Exactly.
That sounds a lot better.
Better going down.
It does. It sounds a lot better than saying, she settled. People say that all the time, and they say it in a negative way.
Yeah.
So, if I rearrange my priorities, then, what is it your desires or wants? That sounds a little bit different. And plus, it gives you room to grow because you might not like it. And you know what I'm saying? It'll change. So, anything else anybody has to say before we bounce? We ain't gonna keep y'all all day.
I know. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah.
Being open and speaking.
Yeah. Hello.
It's been fun. It's a nice conversation.
We just trying to talk. We ain't doing nothing crazy,
Right.
We want to get to know people. We talk. That's what we do.
So cool.
What's the next topic about?
What you think it should be, Ant-Man?
What you want it to be? What you want it to be? What is something that you want to hear from women that you get on your nerves, or maybe, or you like, why do y'all, why? You can do that. What you think?
Or what question would you like to answer?
All right. How do women like to be approached? That's what we're gonna talk about. So whether or not me and Tay know, or what we do, we just want to put it out there for whoever else is gonna be paying attention.
Tay, you like the question? You gonna do it too?
Yeah, I feel like that's a good question because I personally know, I personally have a method. And I want to know if I'm actually hitting on something, like to know if I'm actually right. Because I personally feel like my results like speak for themselves as far as the relationships that I do actually get into. But like, not to be like, not to sound like cocky or anything, but like, I feel like you get the best results talking to somebody who already expresses an interest in you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can, I feel like the last thing you want to do is try to convince somebody into liking you.
That's right.
It don't work that way.
No.
Yeah.
We're not doing
They can change their mind.
But it's your method. What on the next?
Yep, on the next. Go ahead, Maggie.
We gotta hear that.
I got it, but you gotta tell us now.
That was just the method. That was the method. It was just talking to,
Because that's interesting to know. Like the percentage of your method has worked or not, or are you willing to use that same method when you try to find your wife if you're trying to get married?
Absolutely.
Are you trying to get married, Tay? Just go ahead and ask.
I'm open to the possibility. I'm not too keen on the paperwork aspect of marriage, I guess. But what it represents in a biblical sense and a community sense, I think is good. And as far as like family is concerned, I think it's important. But outside of that, I think the system of it is kind of outdated. But you know what I'm saying? I would get married though. I would do it. Have the family all around and stuff. Yeah, I'll do it. But I wouldn't. It's not the first thing that I'm like looking into because I feel like that's just you know, that's a very serious thing. It's a very serious proposition.
It is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, that's good to know. We're gonna answer your question, Mr. Solomon. No, you're not even Solomon, but he's talking something. We twins, we look just alike. I said, oh, okay. You do to a degree. You do. You look like y'all are brothers.
Right.
Y'all look, are you Greek too? Are you Alpha too?
No.
Who, me?
Okay, no, I'm just asking if y'all agree because you know he Alpha all day.
Right. We've known each other since before then, though. So you know.
He
we've
didn't
known each
change
other
when
forever.
he didn't change when he pledged.
Nah, Solomon? No, that's my
No.
dog.
You know people say that all the time.
Nah,
He changed when
He
he
been
goes
the
to,
same.
same
Yeah.
homie.
Same,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. He's
He
good
been
people.
the same.
Yes, he's definitely missed today, but he'll come back and he will be there for he'll be there because that was a good question that you wanted to hear from us. So Maggie, you have anything else to say before we depart?
No, I'm good. Just thankful for the guys and thankful for Tanya and my sisters helping me through. And I think this was a therapy session today.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is cool.
it's place therapy.
Well, y'all need that. Sometimes you gotta
I need
speak
it.
your stuff out loud.
Right.
And just hearing it from other people, you know.
Exactly. Or hearing how it looks towards you could look very different towards somebody else. Different perspective. That's why I love this show. It is definitely therapeutic, I should say.
And unfortunately, I hate the fact we couldn't get any comments. Blame Facebook because I'm like, hello, I know y'all are watching.
Right.
So I guess if you have comments, put it on the wall or something. I don't know, child. Just say what you gotta say because a lot of this vibes off of the comments as well. So we appreciate you guys. Cherie, you have anything to say? You good?
Oh,
Cherie,
yeah,
you good?
I said my piece.
Everybody said their piece. Okay, so Mr. Ant-Man, you said your piece. You good?
I did.
Okay.
We good.
Mr. Tay, you good?
I'm good. I'm great.
Where do y'all do y'all tattoos? Just shout out where you go because you know we support businesses. Where do y'all do y'all tattoos?
Right now, I'm in between shops, but I am working for myself. So, yeah, I'm kind of at the crib with it.
You got a
So
tag?
how do we see if we want to get one? Like, how would we be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, how does somebody
I got
find
Instagram. Yeah, I got Instagram. My Instagram is I am Tay Hill.
Okay.
I am IAMTAYHILL.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
Mr.
can
Ant-Man,
check
where you
me
at?
out. You can check me out. My IG is at Antartkey. It's ANT.ART.KEY. And you'll see some of my artwork, some of the stuff I'm doing. This is hold up. Maybe you get a look. That's something I'm working on right there in the back. It's in the distance, but I'm about to get back on that. And yeah. Studio 219. Studio 219 is where I work, operations manager.
That's nice. You gotta go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we thank you guys so much for being here. We always love to hear the male perspective. Hopefully one day that we'll get more. We'll get more, but we okay with what we got now. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy about that. So thank you guys for coming. Everybody, you know what to do on the show. You know to follow us, like our page, the same as the Waiting Game Chapter 35. It's the same on Instagram. Of course, you can find out everybody else's personal Instagram if you want to, if we cool with you. I'm just saying. So everybody got you good to go. Thank you guys for following us. It's gonna be on YouTube, it's gonna be on Facebook, all social media platforms. You will see the show. I usually post it on Fridays around 5 p.m. if the internet is acting right. So we're gonna pick up with what Ant, so that means Ant, you gotta be available next week. That's what you're saying.
When is going down?
Right. Hello, talking about something I need to know. All right.
Same day, same time.
Yep, same day, same time, always.
All right.
Because we're gonna answer your question.
Right.
All right. What is it that we want to be how do we want to be approached? You know, they might just blow your mind, you know. And as I tell the women, since it's y'all's first time, well, not you, Ant-Man, but the first time people seeing you, you never know who's watching this. Your wife could be watching it. Your wife could be watching it.
Your next.
I'm just saying. I'm being for real. So yes, thank you guys for coming, and we will talk to you later. Bye. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all. Peace.